Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's Mathematics with your girl, Sunshine Monet L. Today is 11/16/8. So we're starting off with that 7 that we left off with yesterday. And we broke it down to 1 and 6. Knowledge of the Tipperef, knowledge of that heart energy. Where are you going with it? We don't know. Let's find out. So we're taking the Ketters and putting it to our Tipperef, allowing the downloads that we get to come to our confidence and courageousness, right? And that brings us to 7 and brings us right back to our balance. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take that 7 of balance and righteousness, right? That's Netzach and the Sephiroth. That's dealing with victory. That's Venusian energy. Now we come into Heru, where we are with the celestial designers, designing what you want your reality to look like. 7 also deals with Libra energy. That's law, justice, power, and truth. Libra is associated with the Oba energy of balance and also Mayat, right? So heavy Mayat energy on this 7. I'm going to take that 7 and we're going to master it again, because why wouldn't you want to master a 7? You know, of course we want to master law, justice, truth, and righteousness. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to become so great at that we become inspirations to other people. And so we're going to take that 7, put it into the 11. It's going to bring us to 1 and 8. So now we have intellect of the ability to build and destroy. 8 deals with destruction and transformation, rebirth, empowerment, chaos, and in the realms of currency exchanges, storms. When we get to the Oya energy, when we get into the Scorpius energy, you know, secrets coming out. We get into, you know, just a lot of what goes around comes around, but not necessarily karma. It's more so like high highs make low lows. And so when you want to create stuff, if you want to manifest stuff, if you want to be empowered in certain things, it's like, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give in to go to that high? You know what I'm saying? Or if you're at a super low, this is a space where the underdogs go up high or whatever. But the goal for real is to be the homeostasis in the middle. 8 also deals with Sebek energy. That's when we come into the celestial technicians. Now we're labeling and separating things, and we're compartmentalizing, and we're organizing, and we're paying attention to the details that our celestial designers were celestially designing. All of that. And then it brings us to 9, because once we utilize those Ketters and we build and destroy with it, you know, 1 and 8 also deals with Ogun and Oya. That's the internal and external side of the solar plexus chakra. So once you start to enforce those things and you're being motivated and you're moving and you're creating and you're manipulating, of course you're going to give birth to something, right? Sensuality always leads to birth. Almost always. It depends, because, you know, you guys have gotten really out of hand with trying to control nature. Anyway. So now we're in this 9 of Yesod. Now we're in this moon energy, this Cancer energy of completion, wholeness, utopia. You know, 9 is ruled by Sagittarius energy as well, being the Sag rules over the 9th house. This is the space of expansion and abundance and optimism and joy and sensual, sexual energy, creative energy. We're talking about the reproductive organs here. We're talking about the sacral chakra here. We're talking about completion and wholeness and giving birth to something here. 9 is the number of foundation, wholeness, completion, and everything comes from a divine womb, right? Yeah, so far, again, another way that humans are trying to defy nature. Anyway, we're gonna take that 9, we're gonna put it into the year of 8, because everything we do in this year goes to the year of 8. This is the year of transformation, death, and rebirth. This is the year of Sebek. This is the year of the wood dragon. You know, the goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle, because according to the wood dragon, that's where the fortune and the luck lies at, is being copacetic, being gracious, being, you know, comfortable, you know, knowing what you have before it's taken. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what you have before you gain more. You know, all of that is essential in this space. So you're going to take that 9, right? We said 9, right? Because you've got the 16, that's 7, put in the 1 and 8, that's 9. Yeah, sometimes I lose track of myself. So I'm going to take that 9 and put it into the year 8, and that's going to bring us back to 1 and 7, right? So now we have the intellect of the 7 that we started off with when we had the 1 and 6, right? So now we have the intellect of the 7 we ended up with yesterday at the end of the day, and then the 7 that we started the day off today with once we added that knowledge to our 6s. 6 also deals with Virgo energy, health, wellness, daily routine. So some things that you've added or subtracted away from your daily routine, some law, justice, truth, and righteousness that got added with that 1 and 6 come together, make a 7. Today, you come into the 1 and 7. Now you're getting downloads on that 7 overall. And this is how we become a master, because you ended yesterday with it. You start today off breaking it down, and you end the evening having knowledge of it, right? And so tomorrow you're going to start the day off with that 1 and 7, still giving you that intellect of 7, right? So this is how you become a master, because we get to experience each of these numbers at least 4 to 5 times, the way the numbers have been playing out for us. Ashe. So once you get a hang of things, that four being a number of stability, four being the cornerstone, building, then or five, which is walking in the power of your truth, becoming a celestial enforcer. This is how we get closer to that mastery. 4 and 5 come together and make 9. So we come into a space of completion by the end of this month with all of these numbers. For real. Because once we get done this first decade of the month, we're going to be on the second decade of the month. And the second decade of the month we're on the second decade of the month. We're going to end up on the third decade of the month. And the third decade of the month is going to give us another 4 days of these numbers, right? And we just experienced that with the first decade of the month as well. So this is how we become like heavy in the mastery, is the constant repetition of these numbers, giving you opportunity and space to really master these drones. Today overall is a day of 8. Today is a day of transformation, death, and rebirth. Today is a day of Sebek, celestial labeling and organizing, walking in your power, letting truth come out, all that fun stuff. So let's talk about what's astrologically, astronomically happening. We start the day off with 100% wanting gibbous moon rising at 5:01 p.m. and setting at 7:48 a.m. We're in the 11th house, so we're being revolutionary about it. In our tropical thoughts, we're in Taurus energy, so how you value and prioritize those social realms and revolutionary energy. We're also sidereal and constellation in Taurus as well, and draconic also, so we're just constantly prioritize, value, self-value, forgiveness, facets of love, all that. Sunrise at 6:46 a.m., sunset at 4:41 p.m. Saturn is stationary at 12:08 a.m. and began the prograde motion. Moon and Pleiades were at minimal angle at 2:41 a.m. The moon is 0.2 degrees south-southwest, conjunction at 2:52 a.m. The moon is 1.1 degrees south. Occultation does happen, and yes, this is visible. Vesta and Parima are in conjunction at 1:44 a.m. Vesta is 2.7 degrees north. Parima is that star in the Virgo constellation that gives us the divine prophecies. So having that in our space of passion is like you guys starting to have prophecies about the things that you guys are happy about, excited about, want to see in fruition. Follow them visions. Uranus is the smallest distance to the Earth, giving us those progressive pushes even closer. Venus and Cos Borealis at minimal angle at 8:38 p.m. Venus was 0.2 degrees south, conjunction at 8:32 p.m. Venus is 0.2 degrees south. Observe at 6:28 p.m. with a 0.2 degrees south-southwest. Venus is over there in that Sagittarius constellation energy, so it's around the head of the archer, giving us that wisdom to our heart chakra, that space of priorities and value, especially as the moon sits over there in Taurus, which is also ruled by Venus. So a lot of insight and intuition to our emotional, our heart chakra space is important here on this day and time. Moon and Aldebaran are in conjunction at 7:13 p.m. The moon is 9.6 degrees north. That is a star in the Taurus constellation, and the PM visibility of Cancer begins, so you start getting those crusty crabs in the evening. Venus enters draconic Capricorn energy at 3:35 a.m. So your soul's experience is starting to build and experience challenges that are needed for your heart chakra on a spiritual level to move forward, while your heart is still having pleasurable energy exchanges. Remember, your spirit is having experiences. So a lot of people that your heart chakra or business spaces of wealth, which you find valuable in, see some spiritual transformations and challenges happening during those energy exchanges, whether you find them pleasurable or not. A lot of them are here to be like soul ties, karmic lessons, whatever the fuck y'all want to call them. I don't know, but they're experiences for your spiritual self, and they're challenges to help you create new boundaries and order that you deserve, especially as we're about to walk into this Mercury retrograde. That's definitely going to get us making different decisions in that Sagittarius energy on a daily basis, and on our moral and integral code. And that's what I got for you today, Cosmic Nobodies. That's all I got for you.